Hey guys, OldGuyGaming here, and welcome to the first in what I hope to be a long, successful series of retro gaming Let's Plays here on the channel. The mission, of course, being not only playing some of the greatest games from gaming history, but to also beat those games. And we're going to start off with a classic, a game that most people have listed on their top 10 list of Nintendo Entertainment games, and that is going to be Castlevania by Konami. This is a game that I owned as a child but have never beaten, so this falls into that category of games I've always wanted to play and beat, just haven't done so. So let's get into the game, shall we? I even built a new little stage for all of this to give you guys a better view as I'm doing it. So just for the record, so that we're all on the same page, I do obviously physically own a copy of the actual game itself, and of course I have a functioning Nintendo upstairs, so I'm going to be playing this game on RetroArch for recording purposes because it makes it super easy, and I get to do cool stuff like the little stage that I've got for this one. So without further ado, away we go. So I do want to make it abundantly clear at the onset here, I am not a professional, speed runner or anything like this, so I'm not going to be setting any world records trying to set this. This is just going to be me playing the game and hopefully beating it. And of course, like, I have been practicing. This is a game I do remember playing at least most of it anyway. I think, I'm trying to remember, I think I made it all the way to stage 5 before frustrations took over as a child and wasn't able to be able to beat this game. But if I know secrets, I will be more than happy to share them as much as I can. My goal, of course, being... there's a secret right there. If you jump over that at the right spot, you can actually get a little treasure to come out. And darn if I can get that to go off. I've been practicing it for days and I still can't get it out. So this one's going to be a bit fun. I'm really looking forward to playing this game. And my intention, of course, is to do the entire trilogy for Castlevania, of playing it and beating it. Because the very first game that I ever played in this series was Castlevania 2. Now, I recognize that not a lot of people like the game, but that was my first exposure to the Castlevania, genre, the series. And then the very next game I played was Castlevania Bloodlines on the Genesis. So, like, I missed, I got this game, but, oh, come on, I want to get this stupid cat. There we go. So you have to catch him in the right spot. So while I played this one, I didn't play this one nearly as much as other folks had done. And of course, I never beat it. I did absolutely beat Simon's Quest. That was a great game. So the first, hopefully, secret that I'm able to say with this is we all know how good the holy water is in this game, but one of the added benefits of the scoring system on Castlevania, again, this is still remnant of some of the other ones, points. So you pick up a lot of these treasure items that are worth points. Well, the reason why the points are there is for generating extra lives. So this is an early area, if you are careful, where you can generate an early life relatively easy in the game. You want to hit that 30,000 mark, and then you want to... Oh, someone dropped a watch. I swear this happens every time I try to do this. If you hit the 30,000 mark, you can actually generate a new life. If you kept the holy water, the more enemies that you kill with a single weapon, the higher the points go up. It goes 1,000, 2,000, 4,000. They keep doubling. But since fate would have it, I'm not allowed to do it on camera. Of course, someone dropped a watch, and that does not help out. So here's the first secret I'm actually going to be able to show you. The first pot roast of the game. Now, those are going to be able to bring your life up. You've got to watch these bats, and believe me, when I get to the 3rd or 4th level, bats are a pain in the neck. Every game they're ever in. I don't know why everyone likes bats, but man, are they a pain in the neck. The first level, of course, is the introductory level. This one should be relatively straightforward and easy for everyone to get through. I should be able to get through this relatively quickly. Watch this bat. More bats along the way. The sub-weapons are their own little category to learn in this game. Arguably, the best weapon in the game is going to be the holy water, and once you get it, you want to try to hang on to it as long as possible, with the exception of only a couple of areas. The main areas being that whenever things are hit with the holy water, There we go. I might actually still be able to pull this off before the boss comes up, now that we've got all the ghosts generating over here. I need the axe to beat him. I rethought that. But the holy water, not only does it does a lot of damage all in one spot, but it also stuns the bosses, and they can't move. And that's really where, like, a lot of the... Come on, face the right way. There we go. Super easy first level. So yeah, so you get a lot of bosses that you can just quite literally just stun lock with the holy water and just mow through them. Death is one of them. The Frankenstein and the flea man on his back is another, and I can think of the Medusa head being another one. See, this is one of the things I love about this game. This whole map thing was so fantastic. It just really, like, all of the monsters in this are based off of, like, old horror monsters. So you've got things like, you know, Dracula obviously being the main character, but you've got things like the bats, and you've got mummies, and you've got Medusa heads, and gorgons, and zombies, and ghosts. Like, this, I can't believe I just did that. I'm trying to sit there and commentate all at the same time. I'm worried about that bat and didn't even pay attention to it. So there are oodles of secrets hidden throughout the castle, so you want to try to hit all the blocks you can. I'm always finding new stuff. I don't know every secret, but I know enough to make me dangerous, to say the least. Alright, so like this one, for example. Let's kill that bat so it's out of my way and I don't have to deal with it. And one of the other little secrets is you can get pixel perfect, where you can just keep one foot on a block and be able to catch them. So that's a good trick if you don't have the fully upgraded chain and how to hit that guy. That's how you do it. And we'll just kind of walk on over casually and go into the next one. And you're going to get introduced to one of the most annoying monsters in the game. Just keep walking through your introduction to the Medusa heads. While that one was relatively easy, they get to be a big pain in the neck later in later areas of the game. Between that and the Flea Man, I think those are the two big ones. And I think technically the game manual calls them hunchbacks for this one, but in other iterations of Castlevania, they are indeed Flea Men. So, gotta pay attention here, because you gotta kill this one, jump, kill that one, jump, and then maybe I can get it. There it goes! I got it to work! It's the first time I get to do that on camera. The little shortcut of getting bumped. You know, all the speedrunners go through that. So you actually get to cut a shortcut out through the entire game there. You did get bumped, but you're going to get rewarded here with a pot roast to make up for it. So you get into the famous presses here. The other thing you want to worry about is that candle that we're looking at right there is a holy water, which you're really going to want for Medusa herself. So let's duck here. Oh, I don't believe that just happened. Oh, I just even did the impressive being able to get through the jump. I got double jumped and then I still die there because I didn't make it far enough out. What I was going to say is you want to go up into these things as these are going up. That's the best place to do that. I mean, we're still kind of okay. I'm going to duck again to make sure that doesn't happen. I can't believe I did that. That's super annoying. Catch that heart. Sort of semi going to need it now because all the hearts I had are gone. There we go. Watch this ghost too. They're a little bit pain in the neck. There we go. Another little secret down here is you're going to get your item upgrade. Right there. Go up the stairs, get the bone pillar here. The trick with the bone pillar is just try to stay as far away as possible, but still actually hit them. Oh, I still got nailed. I don't know how that worked. I wasn't in mid-jump. Oh well. But we're just going to cruise on through to Medusa now. We've got one more little area. You can ignore that ghost. You don't actually need to worry about him. So, this hallway here is going to be full of Medusa heads. Going to want to be careful. So, like, there's nothing in these that are really worth waiting around getting killed by these Medusa heads. Like, these are mostly just hearts. So, just go right through them. You've now got the holy water, and let's just stun lock her. Go all the way to the left. And just stun... Oh, face the right direction would be nice. So I do the jump, and I can't get her stun lock. That's always nice. There we go. There we go. That's how you're supposed to do it. So there, the first two bosses in the first two areas of Castlevania complete. I'm only 10 minutes in. Not too bad. It's going to be once I hit the stage 4 where I'm going to start hitting difficulty, which is probably where I'm going to take a break. We'll break this up into 2 pieces. Because it's actually going to be I've never actually gotten to the end of the game before, so... Alright, I thought that block broke, but I guess I'm wrong. So, Flea Men are going to be coming up here. Watch this ghost. He's in, again, pain in the butt. Let's deal with them. So, I always run under these and catch them as they land, whenever they come through here. You'll see them throughout this level. This is the mummy area, too, so we can catch him. And that's why they get annoying. Because they'll just jump to your left and right, and you just can't deal with them, especially later on in the game. Why is this jumping? Come on. There we go. Where they just become a pain in the neck. Alright, so this is where the holy water comes in, because you can actually hit stuff unseen off the board. Like this bird. And then the skeleton that's going to jump, and then that ghost. Yeah, you got to be careful. Use the holy water again. Catch that bird down there. There we go. Now, if I'm not mistaken, you're supposed to... There it is. I was going to say, you're supposed to be able to stand on that one and catch that little money bag right there. I meant to throw the holy water. Luckily, he just... Aww. That's okay. I can still beat him without that. You don't necessarily need the holy water to beat the mummies. Actually, you're better off with the cross, to be honest with you. But it does stink that I ended up catching that candle. I didn't want to hit that, and that's where playing this sometimes you make a little bit of a tiny mistake and you get it screwed. Ooh! Forgot that this was here. And then it's this part of the area here. Just walk past everything. Just walk past everything. No problems whatsoever. Not worth it. I mean, you can try to sit down and beat those guys. This is going to be a clock I don't want. There we go. Let's get this guy's out of the way. Again, the furthest reaches of the whip will be just fine. Stupid bird. Try to stick to the middle in case he hits you, because Castlevania is notorious for when you do get hit, you do get that little kick back. And it's little areas like this that'll get you, because you'll get kicked back into these areas of instant death, no matter how high your life bar is. So we're 2 bosses through. Not bad. Relatively quick. These are the ones I know. These are the ones I'm able to get through. This is another Medusa area. Oh, this is a bird area. I stood about 4 squares away from them, and you can catch them. Oh, I really wish I hadn't hit that. Oh, no. This is really going to make the mummy fight a lot more difficult. Oh, I just keep walking into it now. And then I was going to say there's a bone pillar coming up. I know I've got to deal with. Oh, well, I sort of earned that. Just going to make the fight with the mummies that much harder. No! No, bone pillar. Bad. Bad bone pillar. Thank you. I don't understand how those birds are not like... Use my temporary invincibility from getting hit, at least, to my benefit. Oh, you stupid bird. What was it? I said the bats are the worst? The birds are the second. Watch the instant kill that you get there from that stupid skeleton. Oh, I keep forgetting, and there we go. Alright, so the mummies are right in the next room. We just gotta get past this bone pillars and these stupid Medusas. This is so much easier when you have the upgraded whip, because you can actually catch both of them. Unfortunately, it gets a lot more difficult. There we go. Ah! Come on, bone pillar. Yeah, unfortunately, they just gotta get up close to them because of the short whip, and I'm not getting the upgrade. That is going to be a pain in the neck. Alright. Bone pillar. Step right there at the edge of the whip. You should be able to get them both. And the bird. Okay. Skeleton. Not the cheap death from that skeleton. Just run right through. Past the Medusa head. There's a pork chop in here to help us a little. Alright, so the only weapon we're going to have is the dagger, so you can lock these guys into the left-hand corner. That will help, and that pork chop will help too. Alright, we're going to have to do this the hard way. Come on, we can do it. We can do it. I believe in us. Whew! 1 life, but we still got through it. Oh, that was close. Alright, so we're 3 stages. That's 3 stages through that we're clear. I can get through to Frankenstein himself, and then after that is where I start having my trouble. And this next one's a pain in the neck, too, because of the stupid bats. Me and this bat are going to have problems. Here we go. Come on, Mr. Bat. I know you're there. There you are. So this is going to be the one that you're going to be looking to keep if you can. From this point forward, I would keep the holy water. Oh! A stupid fish man from nowhere. So now I'm going to get stuck with the clock, which is okay. There we go. Trying to get past that bat. So I have to concentrate a little. So I was going to say, I should get the upgrade between these 2 candles here. Watch out for this guy. The bat and him. There we go. Catch that guy. The water is coming up. Ooh, clearing those was nice. So here's your holy water. Oh, and a fishman that jumped right on top of me. So let's spend our first continue, because we literally haven't gone that much further. So there are unlimited continues on this, so it's really not... There's really no good reason not... Ah, I can't believe I missed that. I held onto the wrong button there for a second. So there are unlimited continues. There's no real excuse for not being able to get through it. It's just one of those things you get sort of those certain areas that are frustrating. I didn't actually need to hit that time. That actually might come to my benefit. No chain whip upgrade. What the heck? Oh! Hit the wrong button. Hate when that happens. Alright, we're gonna do it this time. We're getting through here. Now, I know the speedrunners do this crazy little trick. Oh, how did I get off on the edge of that? That's insane. I know there's a trick around here where you can actually jump over into the rocks. And speedrunners use it to get through here a lot faster. I hate that bird. Me and that bat are not friends. We are not at all. We are not on good terms. Because, I mean, how do you get past that? How? When it's basically like no matter where you go, it's going to knock you off the pillar. It's going to knock you off the platform. There's nothing you can do. And I've tried going through and... There we go. Whew. That was close. There we go. There's our chain upgrade. Not sure why we didn't get it last time. Oh, stupid bat. And that's the one I don't understand. Like, we're on the same level. How did the bat not die? Come on, fish man. Oh, no. 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 Do not. I need that holy water. Okay, now you gotta duck through here. Yeah, some people make it through the speedrunners. They go up through this whole area where they're able to climb up on those rocks that they're standing on. I've never been able to get that to work. I've seen it. I don't know how you do it. I've seen people do it. It's insane. There we go. I'm not letting that bat hit me. So this, from this point forward, you've got a ton of flea men. This is super easy. Just as soon as they hit the ground, or like a second before they hit the ground, tag them. And you should get through this just fine. The trick becomes in is when they come in from the left and the right. And I feel like this is at random. Like there's no pattern to this. The other thing you need to be careful of is because they're randomly generated items that drop, just like that heart, you don't want to lose the holy water. So you've got to be careful that if they drop a weapon, for example, like the time, you know, the stopwatch, for example, you don't want that. So you need to be careful. And you can just literally walk right past this boss. Whew. Okay. So far, so good. That second candle right there is a knife, which you do not want. So we're going to go past that. And we're going to get our first bone dragon, and we're just going to stun lock him and kill him. Catch all of that. And we're going to catch a pork chop for our troubles. There's a second bone dragon coming up here. And we're going to do basically the same thing. And that should do it right there. So not only do we... Oh yeah, you couldn't ask for a better situation than this. So we're just going to go in here and we're going to stun lock Frank before he even starts. No, no, not that way. And there it is. I still screwed it up at the end, but I still end up getting through them. So that is the first 4 bosses on Castlevania. And again, I'm not a professional, but we're about 20 minutes in. I think there's a grand total of like 10 more minutes of content for most people. This is where I'm going to get stuck. So I'll go through and see how far I can get. But once I die, this is going to be the end. And then we'll save that all for step 2, which is going to be, this is the furthest I can get through this game. Stupid flea men. Oh. And then you got the guys, the bone skeletons up here that are a pain in the neck. And the only way you can do it is just power through. You gotta love the music in this game. If you can, by all means, keep the holy water from this point. Hey, there's a bonus life. Come on, Mr. Skeleton. Yeah, and you just gotta keep, like, you gotta keep, like, a... Ooh, look at that! I never get that to work. The game gets more dangerous here at this point, too, because now every hit you take is basically a quarter of your life. So from this point forward, the game does get more difficult. I thought one of these blew up. No? Alright, and this is where your first introduction for red skeletons are. Red skeletons don't die, they just collapse. So you've got to keep an eye on for them. And of course your good old friend the flea man. There we go, there's a pork chop for our troubles. Yeah, I'm iffy on hitting candles that are up close to me. I want to make sure. Because the next boss is going to be death, and this is where this is exactly where holy water is going to come in, because you need it to beat these guys. These are the knights. Come on, walk into it. Normally I would just jump, but I can't seem to get past him. Come on. You know, I'm just going to go past him. He's useless. He's actually walked himself off the board anyway. Walk right into it. Come on. He's not going to walk into it now. Come on. There we go. But yeah, no... Oh. I just gave up the holy water. Oh, that just made my death fight so much more difficult. Which is also the area I've never been past. So if I actually do beat him on this playthrough, it's going to be amazing. You got to watch out for him. Let him go through his little cycle. This is why it's like I'm not speedrunning it. And I've seen the guys that have done this in like 10 minutes. It's like 11 minutes, I think, is something. 11 minutes and 30-some seconds is the world record. It's insane to me. Oh, that is going to make the death fight so much more difficult. None of these? Like, you gotta think yourself of like a programmer at this point. Like, if I were to hide a secret in this game, where would I hide it? And those would be some of the areas I'd hide them. This is what's gonna make it harder. Because not only do you have these jerks, but then you've also got Medusa heads that roll through here. You gotta take care of him. This is where the holy water comes in so much more easy. Oh. Oh. Yep. This is gonna be bad. Yep. And then I don't have the opportunity. Oh. This is how this game's gonna start, too. Alright, I'm gonna go past you. You're useless. It's your buddy up here that's the pain in the neck. Can't I just beat you off then? Like, yeah, that's an interesting choice in words. Can't I just beat him until he goes off the screen? Was what I was trying to say. Yeah, Freudian slips, I guess. Okay, Mr. Red Skeleton's going to go that direction. Not having the holy water is really going to be a pain. Is what it is. Death can be beaten. You can beat him the old-fashioned way. It absolutely is possible. But those shield knights make it so much more difficult. And we know there's nothing there except shield knights. I wonder if one of these is holy water. Let's find out. The little 2+ is nice. No, no holy water. Go down. I mentioned before my levels of frustration, so that is where we're going to stop for tonight. We'll let this go. We've gone about 26 minutes, and I'm going to go in. We are super close. Obviously, we've got 2 more areas to clear, so we'll check back on the next episode. If you like the video, like, subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below if there's a game that you would like to see me play as a long play, and let me know in the comments down below. If I have it, I'll play it. If not, I'll go out and get it, and try to be easy on me, guys. Like, if I'm going to have to go out and get a little Samson's, even the PAL version's like $150. But anyway, until next time, guys, I do hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, keep your cards clean.